Guys, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry for last night. I semi rage quit last night because of everything is too slow and it's getting. Oh, I don't know. I hope you guys can enjoy the stream without any interruption from my internet. But I don't know what happened to Twitch from my side because my in, my upload speed is fine, my download speed is also fine, but somehow getting through the Twitch, I don't know why the bitrate is a bit slow on the Twitch side. Probably because of Singapore Twitch server or something. But I don't know. I just want to finish the quest last night. We lost like half an hour of footage yesterday, right? I just want to kill that bastard and then move on. So yeah. Okay, let's go. Where's the quest? Oh yeah. I just want to finish this quest so tomorrow I can start doing practice savage run. Right? Okay, let's go. Resistor weapon. In memory. Wait, is this the right quest or not? Merly whip. In memory. The sorrow of Werlyt. Yes. I think this is the same. Yeah, okay. This is the same quest. Let's go. Ah, the Lord. I was hoping I might have a word with you. Yes, me too. Okay, sound already off. Ever since Cliff was liberated, we have been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet, helping the residents, that sort of thing. We Alamegans know how hard life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own after years of imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from the ground up. While we are able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources and keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that needs attending to. If you can spare the time, you could use your help. Bless you, the Lord. You really are a saint. I'm sure the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you are ready, have a word with your usual escort. I wish you all the best. Damn, I want his chocobo, man. Purple color. And the bitrate is unstable. God damn. The hell, man. Resistant escort. Okay. So the boss roped you into helping, did he? I knew you couldn't say so. Say no? I knew you couldn't say no. Travel to Tuncliffe. Yes, the boss debated us. Hey guys, what's up? While I am painfully aware that the cruelty the Empire shows its enemy, even I am appalled to hear how it treats its own. Or machina that feeds on the very life of their pilot. I can scarcely imagine anything more heinous. The majority of the 7th Legion are sure to be stationed at the city of Werlyt, the heart of this occupied territory. Whether Alfonso is there with them remains to be seen. According to Ellie, another weapon lies in wait, but where we do not know. It stands to reason, however, if we were to find it, Alfonso will surely not be far away. So basically, like 2 of his children left, right? His children left, right? Respondent civilian. No matter what's happened, always this time you always have this view. No matter what happens. Can we take a picture, lady? Smile. Thank you. Okay, let's go. You are the one who piloted that war machine and defeated the sapphire weapon, aren't you? I thought so. I have heard so much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avelina, and I grew up here. I stayed throughout the occupation and was put to work as a Magitech engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we are now rid of the Imperials. Though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. For 10 long years, we suffered at their hands. A whole generation of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contribution might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sakes to prove that they haven't been forgotten. A monument bearing their names. To ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see the official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town. But with the resistance troop and ironworks engineer closing the place off, I can get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me. I will leave as soon as I find the list. Thank you. I follow your lead. I will let you do the talking, if that is all right. Something I can help you with? I see it's a bit unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in Imperial livings, but it seems she has her reason. Still, since we are still carrying out our investigation, we close the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it is you who are asking go, I can hardly say no. Still, I would better go with her, in case the other kick up a fuss. You are very kind. I'm sorry for any trouble I have caused. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it. I was glad to help. As I suspected, the Emperor keeps detailed record of the local conscripts. One of the names in particular stood out to me. My friend Melisandre. I have no idea she been assigned to the 7th Legion, of all places. What do you mean, of all places? It all began while we were serving together in the 14th Legion. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. And one day, she was sent to fight in Eorzea, while I remained here. The day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster sibling from the orphanage. The youngest one, Rickon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius van Velsa, before they departed. It was actually another of his orphan, Livia Sanjunius, who forbid them from seeing him. I can't say for certain, but it seems that Livia has a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering of an obsession, and she became extremely jealous at the slightest sign of affection between him and his other ward. Others, however, treated him far more kindly. In fact, a prefectus castorum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that a Rogadin had risen to such a rank, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner in which he spoke with his subordinates. I had hoped that with people like him serving on Eorzean fronts, they would be in safe hands. Then the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It would be the last I ever saw of her. After that, I was assigned to the tribunus litigious of the Nero again, and I work on restoring the Ultima weapon. I was even at the Praetorium on the day it was destroyed, but I escaped aboard an Imperial airship the moment before it came crashing down. I eventually made my way back to Werlyt, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on the weapon project. Even now, it made me sick my stomach to think I'd help bring those abominations into the world. Using a living pilot to feed the weapon cause was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they would never dream of subjugating a true-born Gallian to such barbaric treatment. Not even the 7th Legion has a ready supply of provincial conscript right for the taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Or even with the list of the conscript, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project. Your skill and knowledge can finally be put together to use. Let's bring an end to the weapon project together. The second option. Come on. The second option is far better. Let's bring an end to this motherfucker. But what can I do? For years, all I have known is how to build tools of destruction. The 7th Legion is far from finished. They are biding their time, waiting until the right moment to unleash the final weapon. And when they do, it will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they have taken from us, there's still one more. If it weren't for the Empire, Melisandre would still be here. She was the kindest person I ever met. But to the Empire, she was just another pawn in their games. I will never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference. I know there is. But first, I need to speak with the members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that the war machine you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Until then, there is still time to make improvement, and I intend to help. I still be going ahead with the plan to build a monument, but stopping the Empire must come first. I hope Melisandre and the others can wait a little longer. Let's go! Let's fucking go. Let's kill that son of a bitch. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I have done if it weren't for you. Until we meet again. I firmly believe it's not my internet. I think is the problem is this the Twitch server. I firmly believe it's the Twitch server because I done a speed test, I done upload and download test, right? And somehow my bitrate is still unstable. I think it's because of Twitch. Speak with the registered officer. Okay. Yes. Imagine if Fenrir is black. Right? As it should be, right? So, how was your time in Turncliffe? Good, very good. Thank you for asking. I see Pet have dealt her a cruel hand, but now she has a chance to make a fresh start. The same could be said of the whole of Turncliffe. It seems the liberation of one of the small town will become a pivotal moment in Werlyt history. Perhaps it won't be too long before the rest of the region is free from the Empire. Naturally, we are be honored to fight alongside the people of Werlyt. We won't rest until the Emperors are sent fleeing with their tails between their legs. Until that day arrives, we will carry on doing our bit to support you and the others in the ending the weapon project. In ending the weapon project, I'll be sure to pass on any pertinent information. In the meantime, take care. I thought the Chocobo is going to attack him. For a moment there, I thought, oh my god, is it happening? No. And love you shall find. Yo, what's up? There's a car. I'm walking over there. I wasn't expecting to see you here, considering all that been happening about Eorzea of late. Still, if you have a mind to assist us, we would like to share the latest development in Werlyt. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks, I take it from here. Who is it? Ah, no! Wrong voice. I'm glad to see you looking so well, the Lord. It's been too long. Manago. Yes! I am correct. I am correct. Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around, say Ragnarich much lately. Anyone would think you are trying to avoid me, right? But as much as I love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I have got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Werlyt also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grips of the Empire. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Werlyt revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose the 7 legions that currently occupy the day. Sing a song of dawn. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them, they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much considerations, they decided to turn to none other than Gaius Balsa. Of course, many would balk at the thoughts of turning a former enemies, and many did, but desperate time called for desperate measure. His reputation as legator speaks for itself, and at almost and most Alamigans will attest. He was far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Chiric, or his successor, Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Werlyt in the first place, so who better than him to bring it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provision from the Alamigan resistance. We got our hand full dealing with the Teleproi, as do the rest of our allies in Eorzea, but we will do what we can. But to be honest, the Stormblood expansion is good. It's not as bad as anyone says, right? It's good. It's much more better than Realm Reborn. I don't know why people say Stormblood suck ass. No, it doesn't suck. You have to understand what the story is trying to tell you and to build, right? After finishing Shadowbringers at that time, when I look back at Stormblood, it gives you much more context. Someone will argue the pacing, but for someone that plays Stormblood recently, right? If you're trying to rush, I think at that time people is trying to rush the MSQ, right? And then when you finish the Stormblood, you basically like, huh? Right? But post Stormblood story is much better. You have to remember that in order for Heaven's Sword to work and greatly as it is, all the post Realm Reborn story, right? We meet with Hoshafon, Ysael, and everyone, right? Post Realm Reborn, everything is built post Realm Reborn, and then we get a great. And usually, what I notice, the ending is not at 0.0. The ending is usually at 0.3. For example, like Dragon Song War does not end at 3.0, right? Dragon Song War end at 3.3. Right? Same with Stormblood. Whose Stormblood story is much better, and then Shadowbringer story is good, is great, but the ending is at 5.3, right? When we deal with Elidibus, right? So that's my opinion. But everyone that's saying to me before I start playing this game, is says Stormblood is meh, it's pain in the ass. You know the revolution songs, right? This one, the one at the background right now, right? For me, is a great song, right? I am sadly is the last, because after that they changed the singer, right? For Tomorrow and to Endwalker, is a different yeah, it's a different people, right? Yeah. So yep. Okay, let's go. Let's continue the story. Sorry for ranting there a bit. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe? Thanks the lot. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is rather daunting prospect, even if he was supposedly turned over a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make a world of a difference. Hey, Mochiro. Technically, you cannot say Mochiro. Right. I believe you are acquainted with our escort, yes? Let him know when you are ready to get going. Okay. It's almost over, right? Technically. Speak with just the escort. Duty in the sky with Diamond. Yo, man. My man, what's up? Head to Turncliffe, yes. Okay. Gaius! Revolutionary soldier. It's been a long time coming, but finally, Werlyt will throw off the shackles of the Imperial rule! Okay. Many of my comrades were dead against having Gaius Balsa of all people lead the charge, but as I always say, if you want to drop down properly, hire a professional. After all, he already conquered Werlyt once, so I'm certain he will be just as a successful second time. Gaius? Yeah, I love this song. Gaius Balsa, I presume. I come bearing the Alamigan Resistance official reply to your request for aid. We will send you the Lord to deal with everything. I see. You have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? Yes. With the assistance of Alamigans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. But lest we forget, the Sever Legion have been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualty should its full might be brought to bear. If our life must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. Hasashi? Oh my god! What are you doing here? Let me be clear. We Alamigan have not forgotten. That is you who led the invasion of our homeland. Homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, the people of Werlyt choose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decisions. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I found be unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever that may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportations of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I'm prepared to lead an army into Werlyt. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believe that only the empire possesses the strength and wisdom to lead mankind, that only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. And so I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one birth of circumstances, that they may serve the empire. But there are those such a valence who see being born Gallian a virtue in itself, one above all others, to think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails. It makes my blood boils. Valence brings shame upon our homeland and makes mocks of the ideal it once stood for. By my hand, he shall pay for his foul crimes. We are running out of time, Gaius. We have to go after her. Triple dot. Man, I hate when the game gives me the option of triple dot. But sometimes when it does, it is a perfect triple dot. There is a moment when triple dot is needed, and it will come. There is something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Speak with Gaius again. Man, I love this town, man. Why it doesn't have a track, right? If I have FC, I will chill here. If I have, well, like if I have my own FC, I will chill here, right? Sit. Can we? Slash it. Oh, cannot. Here. Can we get it? Oh no. Ah, here can. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Why did Ellie have to keep this all a secret? We could have helped her. You must keep this to yourself. I don't want the soldier to think I'm being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in her room. Okay. What is it? Is it a spicy chicken McDilap? No. Dear father, I'm sorry without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse's suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake, and for the freedom of Werlyt, I have decided to take the matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save him. I know of a way to save them. A way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it is too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The day we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, Nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Ellie. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Eli or Ellie? I'm sorry, English is not my first language. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I think there's a command, right? No. She is heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Werlyt. I am certain of it. Taking matters into her own hands? She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there is no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Ellie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Werlyt revolutionary to risk their life to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisans' army to shreds. And as capable as the Lord is, if he were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, he would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Ellie and Alfonso are as good as dead. I know, Severa. And so did Ellie when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Hello? What's up, what's up? Can you hear me? I mean, we're like just outside Castrum Colinum. All hell have broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flame, I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire guys be like, heal. Oh, okay. Have a good day. Confound it, we have lost the signal. This must be what Ellie spoke of in her letter. A way to end it all. Alfonso and the others were planning this from the beginning, to bring the weapon project to completion and use it to free Werlyt from the Empire, even at the cost of their own life. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon had been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, we would see it as the perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it may be not distinguish between ally and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention, but the 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Excuse me? Come on, bro, let's go. Between us, we'll find a way to save them. Yes, that will work. I cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Oh my god, option after option. Rest assured, I have every intention of making out life. I have, my record for surviving dangerous mission is impeccable so far. The second option. Bro, spoiler alert, I have finished Endwalker, bro. We defeated Despair already. Very well. For the time being, I have the revolutionaries stands by and awaits my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Werlyt may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Silver, have cheat ready, the G Warrior. Let's go, we are using the G Warrior. Come on. Understood. Orewa, Gundam. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. More like Evangelion. from the design and the mechanical and the organic aspect of the machine, is kind of like hybrid of basically like Evangelion, right? For some time, uh, I close. Oh no, wrong song. Sorry. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. Man, I hate this character, man. Can I kill him? In my impatience, I may have vented my frustration on that brothers of yours. I do hope you will forgive me. If this is M-rated game, you know what's going to happen, right? You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. Lord Valence, you mentioned before that the previous weapon were merely prototype used to gather combat data within their course. Yes, very good. I see you're paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primal they observe, and the data they accumulated will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. I feel bad, man, for all of these kids. Come on, don't involve kids in any of this. Last time you teach kids the meaning of life, you came back with answer to destroy us all. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the ruby weapon before Gaius and Elaki arrived, Sapphire and Emeralds were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectation. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Elsa Bench and Frevel and reclaim the data. Yes, you've done very well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapons. Yeah, I know this OST already. Then, all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots as per our agreement. Of course, a handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapon project revolutionary technologies allow even an untrained pilot to fight with the skill of a veteran soldier, only the true gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic Aurasite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creation. And you are everything I desire. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valence. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our agreement. I wanted a new spicy chicken McDeluxe for this mission alone. I request that the people of Werlyt will be given full imperial citizenships and the right to self-govern. Ooh! Wait. Oh. My, how very bold of you. And quite astute. And at that, yes, I would grant the people of Werlyt citizenship if I so desire. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come on now. We both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. The true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who play a vital role in the ascensions of Emperor Valens.